What's good, YouTube? You know, it's still the 2 Times Mafia, but they not here. This is just a me video. Of course, as you saw the title, it's a story time of how my mom had passed or whatever. So, I'm gonna get to y'all after the.
Not a million, we ain't taking the deal. You heard what I said? Not a million, we ain't taking the deal. You heard what I said? Because I'm the streets. I'm being for success, we know exactly what that drop is. No, I'm being for success, we know exactly what that drop is. No, in fact, these niggas still be hating. No, you really believe me. Not for protect, these niggas still be hating. I'm not your man. Not you my man, I call you my brother. Bitch, I'm not my friend. Let's put you my man, I call you my.
Alright, y'all. So, you know, of course, there's gonna be a hard story, a topic to, touch on, talk on. Of course, I done told it to a few people. You know, if I told it to you already, you know who you are. Yeah, appreciate you. But we're gonna get right into it. All right. So this was September 2nd, 2012. Right? Yeah. So it's September 2nd, 2012, and I'm living in East New York with my mom and my 2 sisters. Maya and Layla. If y'all don't know, I'll get them in a video later on. But you know, we're living in East New York with them. And we inside the room or whatever, and I had just came back from my sleepaway camp. It's called Fresh Air Fund or whatever. And you know, I've been going to the family and the people over there for a little while, so they had sent me like school supplies and stuff, you know, to make sure I was ready for school. Cause you know, school is in 6 days or whatever. Well, 7 days at the point. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry, I missed. Alright, so my mom told me that I had to write a letter to them, you know, thanking them, whatever, telling them I'll be back next year and all that. So, you know, I'm writing my letter. My sister Maya, she's writing her letter, and Layla, she's just a baby, so she can't really do anything yet. So inside the room is me, my mom, my sister, and Maya. So I was sitting on the floor at first, and Maya was sitting on the couch, and my mom and Layla were on the bed. So, you know, I took a little break from writing the letter. Maya took a little break. So, you know, we all playing around. We making funny faces and everything. Oh, my God. My fault, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, so, you know, we all making funny faces. And we doing, you know, just playing around, whatever, you know. Kids that, I said kids. Stuff that a mom and her kids should be doing. So we playing around, you know, we making funny faces, like anything, literally anything, right? So, you know, it's like I'll make a funny face, and then my mom will make a funny face, and then Maya will make a funny face, and then we'll go and we'll play around with Layla for a little bit. So that went on for probably about like 10 to 15 minutes, probably. So, you know, I go back to writing my letter again. So I finish my letter, my mom read over my letter, Maya finished her letter, my mom read over Maya's letter. After that, you know, we stopped with the letters and all that. So we just sitting there and we talking about what we gonna do for school and all that. I'm looking at all my old clothes. Well, not old clothes, but the clothes that I just got for my birthday. If y'all don't know, my birthday is August 26th, and this is September 2nd. So my birthday was probably like a week and a half before that. So we go back to making the funny faces and stuff again, right? So I go, and then Maya go, and then my mom goes. But well, my mom didn't go. No, it was my mom's turn. It was just a coincidence. I swear to God. Right? So it's just a coincidence. My mom's turn. So my mom, you know, she all right. So this is where it really started. Right? So my mom, it's her turn, and she starts shaking or whatever. Like she starts shaking, and her eyes like they roll to the back of her head or whatever. So you know, as a kid, you gotta remember, I'm a kid. I'm about to go into 5th grade, and we're all playing around. So it's like, all right. So you know, my mom, she's doing that or whatever. So, you know, we all laughing. Me and Maya, we laughing and we joking or whatever. And then she kept going. So we like, all right, Maya, you can stop now. All right, Maya, you can stop. You can stop. All right, Maya, you can stop now. And then she was on the inside of the bed, and she started shaking to like the middle of the bed, or like almost to the end of the bed or whatever. So, you know, that's when I finally realized that, you know, she's not playing, she's being for real. So when we lived in East New York, we lived inside the house with my grandmother and my aunt. But we had a cousin over there as well. Not to stay over there, but he was just visiting or whatever. So, you know, of course, you know, I start going crazy. I start crying. Like, I'm scared. Honestly, I was scared. Well, of course, I would be scared, right? So, you know, I'm running around the house. I'm like, somebody help my mother. Somebody help my mom. Somebody help my mom. I'm banging on my aunt's door. my grandmother, she got a disability, so she can't walk or anything. She gotta lay in a bed all day. So of course she can't do anything. But I'm going out there, of course, I'm panicking, and somebody help my mom, please, 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 somebody help my mom. So my cousin, his name is Mike D, he was there. So, he came in the room or whatever, and, he checked to make sure because she had stopped shaking at the point, right? She stopped shaking at the point, but her eyes still rose to the back of her head. So he checking to see, if she's still breathing or whatever. So, she's still breathing. So my aunt come out, and, I'm still like, help her, please, please, please help her. I can't lose my mom, Like, I'm basically saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So, they finally call 911, whatever. And the fire department got there before the ambulance I got there. So, they got there, whatever. They had brought my mom to the living room. But they had took me, Maya, and Layla out to the terrace, the porch terrace, same difference, right? So they had brought all three of us out to there, and they didn't want us to look, like through the window or whatever, so we could see what was going on. But I'm not gonna say I was interested, but I was basically interested in it or whatever, because I wanted to know what was happening, what was going on with my mom. So, I'm holding Layla, she's a baby, so I'm holding her on my arm, and I'm hugging Maya, and we just sitting there, me and Maya crying or whatever. Of course, Layla not crying. Layla doesn't know what is going on. So, they finally take my mom out. They take my mom. The ambulance get there, I'm sorry. And they take my mom to the stretcher. And they take her to Brookdale Hospital. All right. For everybody that know about Brookdale Hospital, I think that's probably the worst hospital in Brooklyn. I don't like Brookdale Hospital at all. I was born in Brookdale Hospital, but I don't like that hospital at all. I was thinking they were going to take my mom to Brooklyn Hospital where my sisters were born. And, every time I had to go to the hospital after that, that's where I went, to Brooklyn Hospital. So that's what I'm thinking. They're going to take my mom to Brooklyn Hospital. So Brookdale, they didn't have any records of my mom at all, because my mom used to go to Brooklyn Hospital as well. Oh, I'm sorry. There's another part I didn't tell y'all, right? So throughout my mom's whole life, since she was 17, she had heart issues. Like, she always catch like a heart attack and stuff like that. She always had heart issues or whatever. So, that's what it was. She had a heart attack that day. So, we sitting in there. Well, finally, after they leave, I apologize. After everybody leave and all that, me and my sisters, we come back and we sit in the living room. I didn't even want to sit in the room at all, honestly. So we sitting in the living room. I still have Layla in my hand, and Maya's in another chair, and she's next to me. So we basically, all three of us still hugged up or whatever. So probably like an hour later, my sister's father, I'm not gonna say his name. Yeah, so he had came in or whatever, cause he lived there with us as well. So he had came in, and he was going crazy. He like, what happened? What's going on? What's going on? And I didn't want to tell him no story because I was crying. Maya didn't want to tell him no story because she was crying as well. So my cousin Mike D and my grandmother, they would let him know. So he was like, all right, y'all, come on, we go. Cause I swear to God, everyone thought that she was going to Brooklyn Hospital, because that's the hospital that she always go to, no matter where she at. I swear to God, she could probably be in the Bronx. They still end up taking her to Brooklyn Hospital. When I lived in Queens and she had a heart attack, they still took her to Brooklyn Hospital. Like, everything is always Brooklyn Hospital, Brooklyn Hospital, Brooklyn. So we think she's gonna go to Brooklyn Hospital. So he like, all right, get dressed, y'all, get up. Come on, we gonna go to my grandmother's house. Not my grandmother, my great-grandmother, but it's... All right, so she's not actually related to me, but she's basically related to me, which is his grandmother's house. So he's like, all right, come on, we're going to go there. So, because that's close to Brooklyn Hospital. So, we go and we stay. We get there. He like, all right, go to sleep, y'all. Everything going to be all right. Everything going to be fine. So, of course, I believe it. Because my mom, every time she goes to the hospital, she have a heart attack. She always come out probably like a week later, a week and a half, 2 weeks later. But we still always get to go see her and all that, make sure she okay. So, of course, I'm still crying and all that because it's the first time that it happened in front of me. But I'm still, all right, yeah, my mom going to be good. My mom going to be okay. I'm sorry, for y'all that don't know, the chains, all three of them, pictures of, the first one, you see, that's a picture of my mom. That's another picture of my mom. I don't know if y'all can see that. And then the last small one, that's a picture of me and my mom together. Yeah, all right, so let me get back to the story, right? So we sleep, right, we go over there, we sleep in there. All right, so Layla laid in the bed with his grandmother. Layla slept in the bed with my great-grandmother. And me and Maya slept on the couch. Of course, they had two different couches, so They had one couch, like a long couch like this one. And then they had like another couch that wasn't as long as this, but it was kind of big, and Maya slept on that one. So of course both of us were able to fit on the couch or whatever, but we weren't worried about that. We just wanted to know what's going on with my mom. So we go to sleep. I get woken up about like 9:15, I believe. Like 9:15. No. I get woken up at 9:30. That's the time I got woken up at. I got woken up at 9:30. I got woken up at 9:30 by, my stepfather, my sister's father, whatever. So he already has Layla in his hand. So Layla's awake or whatever. So he wake me and Maya up. So he like, come here. So he sit on the couch that I was laying on. So he sit on the couch. So let's say he's like right here. He like, yeah, come here, y'all, come on. And he hugged me right here, and Maya right here, and he hugged Layla. I said hug Layla. And he hugged Maya. No, Maya sitting on his lap. He got me right here. And Layla is, all right, so I'm basically helping him hold Layla. So we're bunched up as one because, he's hugging us or whatever. So he's like, yeah, I love y'all and I'll do anything for y'all, whatever. So, he talking. Every time my mom goes to the hospital, he always talk to us. He say the same thing to us every single day. Not every single day, but every single time. So he like, yeah, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all and everything. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna do it. All right. So he like, yeah, I was just in the hospital with your mom. So, me and Maya, we get real hype or whatever. We, when we gonna go see her? Like, everything gonna be okay? And then he looked at me. Like, he was like, talking. And then he looked and he was like, and he got like serious for a second. So he got serious. And then Maya looked at him like a little confused. And I looked at him. And I kind of already knew what he was going to say, but I didn't want to believe it though. I didn't really think that it was real. So he like, all right, I got something to tell y'all. So of course, I already know what's going to happen. But I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to believe that at all. So he like, yeah, your mom passed away. Like, your mom died. So I'm, of course, once again, I already knew what he was going to say, but I didn't want to believe it. So I just started crying, like, bursting out in tears, crying. Like crying for real, crying. Maya crying. Layla just started crying because she sees us crying, but she doesn't really know what is going on. So, yeah, he finally let us know that or whatever, and we start crying. And, my mom passed on September 3rd. She didn't pass the 2nd when she had went to the hospital. She passed September 3rd, right? So my mom passed September 3rd inside of Brooklyn Hospital or whatever. I said Brookdale. She passed inside of Brookdale. And I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna cry. Okay. So, yeah, my mom passed or whatever, and basically the only people that I had, well, at the time, were, my sisters, my two sisters. That's who I felt closest to. So now, we were out of a mother figure. We didn't have, like, of course we always had people in our lives, but, like, no one is going to be, like, how my mother was for us. You understand? Right? So my mom passed September 3rd, 2012, and... well, the day that y'all will be seeing this will be tomorrow, which is February 26th. So that's my mother's birthday, but I'm filming this today. So happy birthday, Ma. I love you. I miss you. And, I'm going to continue being great and being good and doing what I got to do for my sisters. If y'all got this far into the video, you could say happy birthday to my mom in the comments. I don't know. Anything. Just anything. So that probably be, basically about it for my birthday, or aside from my birthday. For my mom's birthday, once again, Ma, I love you, care for you, I appreciate you a lot. All right, if there's any family that's watching this, that's, real close or whatever, I love y'all too for, getting me through this now. Y'all already know. Everybody say I look like my mom, so I probably do look like my mom. Well, I'm not gonna say probably. I do look like my mom. My mom is gonna live through me forever. Anything, it don't matter. I see I got 3 chains for my mom. 4 chains for my mom. 5 chains for my mom. I swear to God, I walk around with 20 chains just on my mom pictures up. Pictures. I said pictures. Sweaters, shirts. It don't matter. Anything. Literally, I do anything for my mother. I swear to God, I do anything for my mother. All right, but that's about it, y'all. Got through this video without crying. That was my goal. That's what I was trying not to do. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm sorry. We're not really posting as much as we normally do, but I promise you, we're gonna get back on that. All right, so I love y'all. Peace.